Got a hack for you. I mean, this is something that I think I might try myself if I can accomplish it. It looks, at least the way that Liz will describe it, it looks like it could be pretty simple to do this.
I think it'll be really simple for you. If you can find flowers today, they don't have to be roses. They can be just a bouquet of flowers. You get some craft paper, and I think you can get it at like Hobby Lobby, probably even somewhere like Walmart.
So we probably should say the simple fact that this is the way that they would do it, like in a flower shop, right?
Yeah, a florist.
A florist would put something like this together, but you have a hack to make it a whole lot cheaper.
A whole lot cheaper, and it won't take you much time to do it at all. It's very simple. So you take your flowers and you wrap them in this craft paper.
What's that?
It's like brown just paper.
Can you get this at the grocery store? Because I can go to the grocery store and find flowers.
I'm pretty sure that they will sell you, if they have a floral department. If they don't have a floral department, then don't go to the grocery store to do this. Go somewhere like Hobby Lobby, Walmart, something like this. So you got your craft paper, you buy your flowers. Also, buy some additional greens. They'll sell like baby's breath. Do you know what that is?
No, I know what mixed greens is. I get the salad a lot.
No, don't buy a plastic container full of salad because that won't work. You need it with the stems. Okay?
You said greens.
Yes, greens.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the leaves, that kind of thing.
All right.
Babies, ask for baby's breath.
Ew.
Baby breath is awesome.
Well, it depends
So you
how old they are.
You take it, you mix it with your flowers, you wrap it in the craft paper, and then you just tie it up with a pretty ribbon. And honestly, you can probably find ribbon at your house if somebody in your house is crafty.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, Amy is super crafty.
It might be somewhere. I can't find it.
Or twine. Twine would be really pretty, too. Like little rope.
That's really available for me.
It might be in your house if you're crafty, but that's it.
Okay.
That literally is it, and it will look like a floral arrangement.
You so need to post this on Facebook.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
They work basically their whole lives. Then they get on that world stage talking about the Olympics. His morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
And then when they medal and they're up on their stands for bronze, silver, and gold, they're handed pandas. Cuddly little pandas.
How did this happen?
Evidently, I guess there's a shortage of supply on the medals that they are making. And so they will get the medals eventually, but some of them, if the medals aren't available at that moment, they get a panda, a little stuffed panda bear up on the podium.
And an IOU.
Pretty much.
Right? Wow. I mean, they're cute, and they have like a gold leaf, kind of a crowny looking thing
or the
around
silver or the bronze.
Yeah, but I don't know how I would feel about that. I guess I'd be okay with it if it came in the mail later. I guess. Check my mail. Is it registered so I can sign for it?
Yeah, right? Make sure you get that. But some of them really like the cuddly little panda.
Well, I mean, it's super cute, but
it's different, and it's unique to that in particular Olympic Games.
That is true. They'll have something that no other Olympian in history has ever had before.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's this one barn or farm that now has cow therapy sessions.
They do. It's called the Gentle Barn. And they have locations around the country, which is so nice. Now, the closest to us is a couple hours away, but I think it's worth the road trip. Or if you have a cow, please let me know if I can come and hug this cow.
Get out. Liz wants to hug your cow.
Oh, I would curl up with that cow and just hug away. They do it for like 1 hour of nothing but hugging, and they say it's beneficial to us, but it's also beneficial to the cow. They're rescue cows. And so,
at this one barn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and so you get, like I say, it's an hour, $200, which
yeah,
I know, but it is.
So Liz just wants to come to your farm if you have one or know one, so she can cuddle a cow for free.
Let me tell you, my body is like wanting to get the hug from this cow right now.
Oh, when you see their Instagram and how cuddly they seem to be. I mean, they're on the ground with their head on you.
Yes.
And cuddling and
And you can see in their eyes and their facial expression.
Just like a dog.
That they're enjoying it. Like, they're just like, oh, that's a nice hug.
I see the dog eyes. You know how the dogs, when you scratch behind their ears and stuff, that's how these cows are.
It makes me feel better just thinking about it. Mm-hmm. And so to actually get to hug a cow and hang out for an hour, oh my goodness, absolutely, my heart's about to burst.
Evidently, Liz has a bucket list.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's a snowboarder. She's from Maltese. I cannot pronounce her name, but I do know that when she was done with a run, she had a dumpling in her pocket, and she pulled it out of her pocket. Evidently, it was on the whole trip of the run.
Yeah.
You know, and she had her snack.
Well, she had gone to breakfast, and I guess they were in a hurry, and so I would never think to put a dumpling in my pocket.
She did.
An apple, maybe, something that has its own container.
And then ski and compete with it in your pocket.
And not even, she said, I totally forgot it was in there, but she said, I was so thankful because when I got to the bottom of the hill, she said, I was so hungry I was about to pass out because her body is using all of those calories up, right? And so she was like, oh, my dumpling, it's in my pocket. And she pulls it out on television. They caught it, of course, because everything is filmed. And she just sat there at the bottom of the hill waiting on her scores, eating her dumpling.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. When you have to have a snack. Good thing she didn't fall. She could have crushed it. Could have smashed the dumpling.
She could have. I'm surprised she didn't smash it anyway because of the way you have to move when you're snowboarding. Mm-hmm. Not that I've ever done it, but I can imagine that she would have at least squished it a little bit.
Now I have ingrained in my brain Liz Riles snowboarding on a half pipe.
That's the only way you're ever going to see it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
When you're bored, sometimes you doodle. This security guard shouldn't have doodled on what he doodled on. That doesn't sound right. He doodled. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. My kids would have a heyday with the doodle.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll do that when I'm bored, like you said, just doodle. But this guy, he's 60 years old, which is surprising to me, his age, that he got so bored and started doodling.
In an art gallery.
Yeah.
On the paintings.
Yeah.
Like eyes, right?
Yes. So the art that he doodled on is called the Three Figures, and they're basically faceless. So it's three figures, different color hair, and so he goes around and he's just like, oh, they need eyes. And then he puts the eyes, and he almost destroyed this piece of artwork.
It dates back to 1932, 1934. That's how old this piece of artwork is.
And it's worth somewhere in the neighborhood of 790 some odd thousand.
Billions. No, actually, it's over $1 million.
Oh, it's gone up. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
he
over
made it go
$1 million. I mean, if they
Wow.
were to auction that off, they're thinking $1 million.
Well, they had to send it off to be restored. They had to send this. So to get it fixed, the company that the security guard works for, or maybe worked for, is having to pay to have it cleaned.
Fixed it,
and restored. Yeah. Just don't doodle everywhere. The napkin, okay. The scratch paper, sure.
Newspaper,
yeah.
if that's around anymore, yeah.
But the priceless works of art, maybe not so much.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I was thinking about Valentine's Day and just how my parents were married for 42 years before.
For real?
Yes, before my dad passed away.
What made it work?
Wait, he was so selfless. He would do anything for that woman. I remember one year they were struggling financially, and it was at Christmas, and he collected coins. He really did, and he rolled the coins, and he took them in to pay for this outfit that she had been eyeing for a couple of months. And he would do things like that. Like, I'm sure there were things that he needed or wanted, but he always put her and the rest of us first. And, and she took care of him at home in other ways, and they just complimented each other. And
Sounds like it was a good example for you.
It really was. And, they were together for 42 years and just taking care of each other and having fun. They would cut up with each other. And I think, wow, you need laughter in a marriage.
And they had it, huh?
And they really, really did.
You transfer that over into you and Joey now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I make fun of him a lot. We try to keep
Well, very nice.
He does me too. We have a really good.
Joey, I'm sorry.
He's used to it by
You're
now.
not the only one. She does that here, too. You're not singled out.
No,
It's
no.
okay.
But yeah, we're 23 years this year.
You and Joey?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, later on this year. So, you know.
23 years of poking on Joey.
Yeah.
Making fun of him.
But he makes fun of me right back.
Oh, good for you, Joey.
Yeah, because we have to laugh.
Right.
Oh, we have to laugh at each other because sometimes, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry in certain situations. So I think I think we have a really good marriage, and I hope that we are also setting an example for our children. And, even like Ninja, she's getting married in April, our morning show producer, and hopefully she can see maybe some good things out of our marriage.
Oh, so is that the example for you, Ninja, is Liz and Joey's marriage?
Yes.
Good.
I don't know about
Good.
that, but I hope, that's what I'm saying. I hope that the way that we live our marriage speaks to others, to younger couples.
I don't know about you, but maybe there's an example that you have seen, like a couple at church or something that just really stands out. And you're like, you know what? That's a good example of a marriage. What is it? Share it with us. 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Checking in to the My HISRadio app where we have the open mic on the app. You can leave any comment, anything you want to say. Let's check into the app right now.
Good morning. This is Alicia. I am on the road heading to work, and I'm listening to y'all on the radio. I listen to y'all every morning when I go to work and every afternoon when I head home. I just want to say happy Valentine's Day and thank you for blessing me every morning and every afternoon. Y'all have a blessed one.
Oh, Alicia, thank you so much.
Love you.
Took the time this morning heading to work to leave an open mic on the My HISRadio app. You don't have the app. You can download it for free. Google Play in the App Store. Happy Valentine's.
Yeah, we just got a text about marriages and an example of a really awesome marriage. So Jennifer said, my parents have shown a positive role model of a godly relationship. They have been married this year 31 years.
For real?
Yeah, and she said, more than anything else, they just put God first in everything that they do.
That's
If
great.
you do that, honestly, things fall into place. It's going to be hard on days. It's going to be really easy where the butterflies are still in the tummy some days not at all. But you just work through it.
Ninja was just, I'm sorry, Ninja. Don't want to call you out, but I kind of am. Because she was bringing up a valid point. Mm-hmm. It was like, I've had some marriages that I've looked at throughout the years when I was a kid, and some of them are like going through what, Ninja?
So like they're going through like divorces and separations, and they were like marriages that I had looked up to.
There's like crushing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is, because you see that as your example and it falls away, and then you start to question, your own relationship or future relationship, but you just can't.
She's getting married.
Yeah, in a couple of months.
Is it not? No cold feet.
Cold feet?
No cold feet.
What?
Do you have a cold?
No cold feet.
You don't know what that means? Oh, okay.
Okay, so that means no.
Right. She's
No.
like, absolutely not.
I'll tell you what my wife and I did, because we'll have the up days and we'll have the down days, but we're like, the D word does not come into the picture whatsoever. Period. That's when we first, when we were engaged. It's like, hey, if we're getting married, we're never going to say that word.
And I think if you have that word in your vocabulary, unfortunately, you can use it as a weapon sometimes.
There are reasons why. And I understand completely, because something happens that's not supposed to happen in a relationship.
Right.
And somebody,
Sure.
you get what I mean. But there are some that can be repaired and restored. And so, listen, don't give up.
No, it's a lot of work, but man, it is so worth it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's a mom that was really kind of nervous. She had a meeting later on in the day, and she's on the way to school with her 5-year-old son, and they share about their day. Before the day transpires. And so she said, well, I'm really nervous about this meeting. And he said, Mom. Now he's 5. He said, Mom, I'll tell you what you need to do, because he gets nervous from time to time. He said, I know exactly what to do. First of all, you got to say your affirmations in your mouth, but also in your heart. Oh,
He said that?
he did. He absolutely said that.
5 years old?
Yes. And he also said, here's what you say to yourself. I am brave of this meeting. I am loved. I smell good.
Smell good.
And you can say it 5 or 10 times until you absolutely believe it. He said another thing is you got to walk in there big.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
he's 5 years old.
Yes. Walk with a little swag. Here's how you know he's 5. Because one other thing he told her to do to get ready for this meeting that she was nervous for, never put a skunk on a bus.
Yeah.
He rounded it out with, even if it's a yucky day, you can always still get a hug.
Look at that. I love that little bonding moment that they just had.
I do too. And the fact that they do it every day. They talk about their day and kind of talk things out with each other, and they make each other feel good.
Not after the fact, but before they have their day. Very good.
Get them ready. Way to go, Mom.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's almond milk. There's, the cow milk. Is there other kind of milk? What's the other milk?
There's oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah.
There is potato milk. There is potato milk.
What?
Yeah, potato milk. There's this whole thing. It's potato milk, and it's amazing. You've
had it?
You can't squeeze blood out of a turnip, but you can squeeze milk out of a potato.
I want to see you do this. If you can actually squeeze milk out of a potato.
You can't.
Okay.
You have to boil it out.
Oh, this is sounding really nasty.
Yeah. You boil between 1 and 1.5 cups of potato. You blend it with about 3 cups of water, potato milk. Oh, it's amazing.
It sounds like creamed potatoes rather than potato milk.
Pinch a little bit of salt, a little sugar, a little maple syrup, vanilla, almonds maybe.
Do you put this in coffee?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I get if you're lactose intolerant, man, you need to find something.
Fruit Loops with potato milk. I mean, come on.